Have you ever wondered about the mysteries hidden within the pages of the Bible? Stories that seem to whisper of a reality far beyond our own, filled with divine encounters and profound, mystical truths. Today, we're journeying back in time to one of the most enigmatic and awe-inspiring visions ever. Recorded Ezekiel's vision of the celestial chariot. This isn't just a story, it's an experience that has captivated thinkers, theologians, and mystics for millennia. It begins with the prophet Ezekiel, a man living in exile by the river Chebar in Babylon. He was a priest, a man of faith. But nothing could have prepared him for what he was about to witness. Imagine this: a great storm cloud approaches, not from the horizon, but seemingly from the north, flashing with fire. In the heart of this swirling tempest, there's a brilliant, glowing light, like the gleam of amber. As it draws nearer, the form within the fire becomes clearer. Ezekiel sees 4 living creatures, each with a human likeness, but with 4 faces and 4 wings. Let's pause and truly visualize this. These aren't creatures of our world. Each one had the face of a human, a lion, an ox, and an eagle. These faces have been interpreted to symbolize different aspects of God's creation and character: humanity representing intelligence, the lion symbolizing dominion and strength, the ox representing patient service, and the eagle symbolizing sovereignty and divine perception. Their wings were just as extraordinary. 2 wings stretched upward, touching the wings of the creatures beside them, forming a perfect, unified square. The other 2 wings covered their bodies. They moved as one, wherever the Spirit directed them, without ever turning. Beneath these beings, things get even more fascinating. Ezekiel sees wheels. But these are no ordinary wheels. He describes them as a wheel within a wheel, crossing each other at right angles. Their rims were high and awesome, and they were full of eyes all around. Think about that for a moment: wheels covered in eyes, seeing everything, moving in any direction without needing to turn. They moved in perfect unison with the living creatures. When the creatures lifted from the earth, the wheels lifted with them, because, as Ezekiel says, the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. This entire structure moved with the sound of a mighty army, like the roar of rushing waters. A sound that made Ezekiel fall on his face in awe and reverence. But the vision didn't end there. Above the heads of these incredible beings was something like an expanse, a platform, sparkling like awesome ice. And above this expanse was the climax of the vision, a throne. This throne wasn't made of gold or silver. It had the appearance of a sapphire stone, a deep, celestial blue. And seated upon this throne was a figure with the likeness of a human. This figure was surrounded by a radiant glow, like fire encased in amber, from his waist up and from his waist down. The entire scene was enveloped in a brilliance like a rainbow in the clouds on a rainy day. Ezekiel immediately understood. He says, "This was the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Lord." It wasn't God himself in his full and veiled essence, which no human could see and live, but a manifestation of his divine glory, a way for a mortal man to perceive the unperceivable. So, what does this all mean? This wasn't just a random, psychedelic vision. It was a profound message for Ezekiel and for all of us. At a time when the people of Israel were in exile, feeling abandoned and far from their temple in Jerusalem, this vision was a powerful declaration: God is not confined to a single building or a specific location. His presence is mobile, dynamic, and omnipresent. He is sovereign over all creation, even in the heart of a foreign, hostile land. The 4 creatures and the all-seeing wheels represent God's absolute knowledge and control over the 4 corners of the earth. He sees everything, knows everything, and his spirit directs all things. The throne above it all signifies his ultimate authority and majesty. The rainbow, a symbol of God's covenant and promise after the great flood, reassures us of his faithfulness even in the midst of judgment and turmoil. Ezekiel's vision is a powerful reminder that even in our darkest moments, when we feel lost or exiled in our own lives, the divine is not distant. The awesome, intricate machinery of the universe is guided by a wise and powerful spirit. It teaches us that God's glory can break through into our reality in the most unexpected ways, reminding us of a reality far greater than what our physical eyes can see. It challenges us to look beyond the surface of our lives and see the divine movement and purpose in all things. It's a call to stand in awe of the mystery and majesty of the Creator, whose presence is as near as the air we breathe and as vast as the cosmos itself. This incredible vision isn't just an ancient story. It's an invitation to perceive the world with a sense of wonder, to recognize the sacred in the storm, and to trust in the sovereign hand that guides the wheels of creation. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into one of the Bible's most profound mystical experiences. If you found this journey as fascinating as I do, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more explorations into the mysteries of faith and history. We'd love to have you in our community. Until next time, stay curious and keep seeking.